So inverse Laplace transform is shown here by this relation, where we get the function in S domain multiplied by e to positive st between two limits, this one and this one, and then we have to divide by 2 by I due to the periodic nature of this relation. Generally, a function maps from one plane, this plane, to that plane, another plane, which is another point in another plane. But the transform take one point from one plane, send it to another plane, and can be used to transform us back to the same point, or we can do some modification by the use of the properties and remap it somewhere else. Now, in how to do this in MATLAB, you can do it by hand this way if you want, just substitute and inverse it. But in MATLAB, we have to use this syntax, I Laplace. So this syntax here, I Laplace f, or I Laplace f transform variable, this is the S, we call it transform variable, or else I Laplace the function f, the function variable, and the transform variable, which is S, and here is t. So for example, if we use the first one, we put this SYMS يعني يعرف رمز or define symbol S, and then F equal 1 over S squared, which is the function in frequency domain, and then if we take the inverse, we just use I Laplace F. Same here, we have defined two symbols. عرفنا رمزين هاي SM YMS يعني define symbol أو عرف symbol. Then we type in the function in S domain, and then we find the inverse just by writing F, and then we get the result. Okay, well, let's go to MATLAB and try. Well, this is the script, we don't want the script. Oops. Go to the command window. So if we have the a function, for example, how would you find it? F equal to, well, those define symbols, SM, YS as variable, is T for the function variable and S for the transform variable. Now we define a function F equal, for example, Derek, T minus 3, where T is a zero, let it be T. And we want to find the Laplace of Derek, F, T, S. Well, is 1 because the magnitude is 1. So if we want to find the inverse, I Laplace and 1. Let's see if that works. Doesn't work. We have an error. So So if we look back at the syntax, we see the symbol we should use is S because it's the transform variable. So we go back to MATLAB. And see if we try again. Fs equal to one I Laplace Fs. Still, I Laplace is not defined, our mistake here. For input argument type double, well, then how we do it for delta direct function? Well, certainly we can do it. Let's try to do it for Heaviside. Fs equal 1 over S I Laplace. Here we go. Fs. Now it works for a step function. This is Laplace transform for step function. So if we have 1 over S squared, Fs equal S squared, and well, Fs, oops, نسينا الواحد. واحد. Then I Laplace Fs. Then it becomes T. Okay,